Let's begin with number 14. All snakes are poisonous. Snakes are not poisonous. Some snakes do have venom, yet only a small percentage of the world's snakes are venomous. Despite this, none of the large constrictors have venom. Pythons and boas kill their prey by constricting them, thus the name. They bite and they use their body to coil around their prey that they will hold until it is dead. They will then eat their prey whole, head first. Number 13. Pet snakes should be left in the wild. Very few of the large pythons in captivity are wild caught. The snakes found in captivity are quite different than their wild counterparts. Just as all pets were once wild, even your cat or dog, these large pythons have adapted to living with humans. Most snakes are fed rodents that have been previously killed in a humane manner to prevent injury to the snake or undue suffering to their prey. They are also regularly handled from the time they are hatched, making them more tolerant of the noises, smells, and other daily activities found in human households. Wild snakes would avoid this type of contact to the best of their ability. Number 12. Large constrictors will actively hunt out humans. Snakes will not actively seek humans out as prey. This is because humans do not smell or act like food to a snake. We are loud, have broad shoulders, and wear clothing. Rodents and other mammals are common prey items for most snakes, and some will eat fish, birds, reptiles, and even insects. However, large constrictors are more often than not ambushed by predators, waiting and hiding until their prey comes to them rather than actively seeking them out like some of the smaller, more sleek snakes do. Number 11. Burmese pythons will spread throughout America once they have finished with the Everglades. Burmese pythons surviving anywhere in the United States throughout all 4 seasons is unlikely. It's only the Everglades' extremely mild winter that allows them to survive at all. Any further north and the snakes would die in the first winter. And in 2010, most of the Burmese pythons in the Everglades themselves perished due to the cold snap. While there are some Burmese pythons still living in the Everglades, researchers are finding that they are not growing as large as they would be in their native habitat, due to the lack of prey and the cool temperatures. They are also finding that many of the young Burmese pythons are being eaten by native wildlife in the Everglades, such as alligators and rats. Number 10. Burmese pythons in the Everglades were once people's pets. This has been up for debate by quite a few people. However, it has been found that most of the snakes that have been abandoned by irresponsible owners perish soon after release, as they are unaccustomed to finding and killing their own prey. They are also unaccustomed to finding appropriate locations to achieve the proper temperatures required for survival. This leads to slow, agonizing death. On the other hand, the majority of these pythons are believed to have originated from a research facility that was destroyed by Hurricane Katrina, where they have been kept as test subjects. Number 9. All snakes lay eggs. Not all snakes lay eggs. While many do, those that spend a lot of time in the water, such as anacondas or those with short summer periods, will give birth to live young. Number 8. Pythons bury their eggs and leave them. Python mothers are very protective of their eggs. They will carefully coil around their clutch as they are laying them and then adjust their coils to either retain or release heat so that eggs are kept at the proper temperatures to hatch. Once the young are born, however, most mothers will leave their offspring to fend for themselves. Number 7. All pythons grow to be huge. Not all pythons are large like the Burmese or reticulated pythons. Some pythons, such as the children's python or the popular ball python, remain small for their entire life. These small snakes do not require the large cages or meals that the large pythons require and pose no threat to humans. Number 6. Pythons lie down next to something to measure it to be eaten. This is a commonly heard rumor that has many variations. Pythons or boas will occasionally stretch out next to a person to absorb the warmth from them. Snakes do not measure their food, and only the largest Burmese or reticulated pythons would ever be able to attempt to consume a human. However, humans do not smell like food, and therefore they would not be considered food to begin with. Number 5. Large constrictors will get revenge for harm done to themselves or loved ones. While pythons are capable of delivering a bite in defense when they are being hurt and are also known to be nervous around people after being abused, they do not have the ability to plot revenge for themselves or others. Number 4. All snakes have fangs. Pythons do not have fangs. Fangs are elongated teeth designed to direct venom, either like a needle to deeply inject venom, or a channel for the venom to slide down into any surface cuts on the prey. As pythons are not venomous, they have no need for fangs and do not have them. They do, however, have plenty of needle-sharp teeth that they use to hold their prey as it is constricted. Starting off our top 3, snakes will only grow to the size of their enclosure. This myth seems to follow many animals including turtles, fish, and snakes. The stress of a small cage combined with other poor husbandry practices may stunt the snake to a degree, just like an abused and starved dog. Yet like a starved dog, you will not end up with a miniature version that will simply stop growing when it is too big for the enclosure you have housed it in. Number 2. Large pythons are slimy. Snakes are not slimy. They have smooth scales that are dry. The only time a snake is slimy is when they have slithered through something and are coated in the slime substance. Number 1. Snakes can hypnotize you with their eyes. While this was amusing in the Jungle Book and Robin Hood, this myth should stay there in children's cartoons.